Welcome back to episode 13. I have my animal sounds turned all the way down. My friendly creatures turned back up to 26%. Man, I'm upset. I recorded this video yesterday and the day before, and I thought I had finished this video, but I went in, I started editing the video, and my video editor crashed. I used Kdenlive, and I almost finished the video. It was a 30-minute video. It was almost finished. Yeah, my video editor crashed. So, I'm upset. But I still have the footage. And I think what I want to do is I want to skip out uploading this week, and I'll just upload this video next week. And I'll actually do some stuff on camera for this video. But basically, I dug out a giant hole again, and I'll show you a montage of me doing that and building the whatever is behind this sign. There is something behind this sign, I promise. So I'll show you the montage, and then I'll go over the build afterwards. I hope you guys enjoyed that montage. Originally, this video was going to be me explaining the design process of me building this, but I figured after the video crashed that it wasn't really worth editing the same video twice. So we're gonna do something else this video. We're gonna focus on something else this video. But I do want to go over the reason why we made this in the first place. So as of recently, in like the last 3 episodes, our thumbnails have been all made in game, including the text. So usually my thumbnails would have Minecraft and then the episode number. And what I do is I just take a screenshot of the episode number and in game, and then I use the episode number as a part of the thumbnail. So in order to keep that going, I need a way to build back here without obstructing the view of this episode number here. And I think this solves that pretty well, because I can always just jump up here, take a picture of the episode number like so, and then I can build back here whatever I want and build down here whatever I want, as long as it's not too tall. I should be fine. But yeah, now I'm gonna do this off camera because it's not really a intriguing design. But now I need to figure out a way to get the path, to get this path, our walking path, to go over here and over here without blocking the boat road. So I'm thinking we just do 2 bridges. You know, I just realized something. I don't think I've ever used my cow farm. I've just been breeding them, and you know, for no reason in particular. And now I just have a bunch of cows, and I have a bunch of sheep. Not so much chickens and pigs, because I don't really need either. But now that I think about it, they are probably causing a bit of lag. Well, not too bad. I'm still getting 70 frames per second. Anyways, I think it's time to get rid of the cows. Well, that was violent. Oh my gosh. And we don't even have looting 3, so we could have gotten a lot more if I had looting 3. Holy cow, that is... Holy cow. That is the right thing to say, holy cow. Man, I feel bad. We have another noisemaker here that probably needs to go. Now, I don't think there's as many sheep as there were cows, but there's still a lot of them, so... Man, I feel bad. I guess we didn't kill as many cows as we did. Right, we didn't kill as many sheep as we did cows, but... Man, that is still a lot of, wool. And if you're ever wondering how grass grows around here, there's grass right here. But now we have another noisemaker. There's not as many chickens as there were cows or sheep, but they still make a lot of noise. So... this one we're probably gonna fill up our inventory just because of the eggs. Alright, I think we're done slaughtering animals. Yeah, we got a good amount of everything, almost. I mean, we could kill some of the pigs, but the pigs aren't really an issue. Alright, so I built the bridges. I didn't really focus on making these bridges look too good. My main goal for these bridges were for them to just fit in. And I think it works. I mean, it's the cobblestone curb almost with the oak plank walkway. It works. And I know it doesn't look the best, but that's why I didn't record myself building these, because I knew that they weren't going to look that good and it wasn't going to be that important. But I also made these stairs here so I can go up and down into this area here. And for the rest of this episode, I think what I want to do is I'm going to make a bamboo, sugarcane, melon, and pumpkin farm. Automatic, too. And I want their outputs to go into here, where we'll have like a hallway storage room kind of thing going on. So that, and right now I have a cold a little bit. This is just not the episode for me. My video editor crashes at the beginning of this episode, where I had a whole episode ready to upload, and it just crashes and corrupts everything, which hurts. Now I have a cold, and I guess the one positive thing is that I have a meeting that I want to go to during this week, so that's positive, right? A little bit. I get a free dinner, so that's good. So yeah, I think the rest of this episode is mostly going to be a montage. I might interject a couple times, but we'll see. So let me get to starting these automatic farms. So I just spent my entire Friday night sitting at my skeleton farm, grinding up levels to replace all of my tools because I died in lava. So yeah, my tools are a little bit different. And I lost most of my tools when I died in lava. That's how that works. And my whole thing was I was on a redstone. I was searching for redstone on a mining trip. And I don't know why I just I just fell in lava. And I didn't have a way out. Oh, but we got we have our sugarcane farm and our bamboo farm finished. And looking good. And I do have a design for the melon and pumpkin farms, and they might actually be more efficient than the bamboo and sugarcane farms. Now, the only problem that people might have is instead of using hopper minecarts, I'm just using hoppers. And that's because I don't like the sound of rails. So, yeah, we have a lot of hoppers. And you can see I'm kind of set up already for the melon and pumpkin farms. And that is going to be a lot of hoppers as well. But we're going to go for the El Mango design. which is kind of like a checkerboard pattern. And you have observers over the melon stems, or the melon and pumpkin stems. You have pistons on the spots that are not melon and pumpkins. You'll understand when when I make it. Alright, we're finished with all of our farms. I want to give a quick tour of how these work, but I also want to give a little bit of a inventory management tip. So most Minecraft players will probably have their inventory set up like this, and if they're going mining, they have torches in the inventory and maybe even a bucket. If you're really fancy, you'll have a bow in your inventory as well as some arrows. But that takes up a lot of inventory space. And sometimes you just don't need that stuff. So my tip is to get rid of the stuff you don't need. So like when I was working on these farms here, the tools I really needed, which are the tools I use the most, was probably the sword for protection, the silk touch pickaxe for mining and excavating everything. I don't need fortune on a pickaxe. The shovel, and then the axe as well, just for building a little bit. And even then, I could probably say I don't really need the axe either. I could just go with these 3 tools. And I just free up a bunch of hotbar slots. Very useful. I free up inventory slots as well instead of just like doing something like this. So, TLDR, if you have items that you don't use, if you have tools that you don't use, just store them somewhere else until you need them. And that's how you manage your inventory. Alright, let's get on with the tour though. Let me start off with a disclaimer here. Don't do what I did. Don't use hoppers like I did. This causes a tremendous amount of lag. And if you're on a multiplayer server, you deserve to be banned if you do this. This causes lag. But since my computer is pretty good, and I'm still getting 70 frames per second. And with hoppers, you want to look at, if you press F3 and 2 together, you get this menu here. And you want to look at the bottom right with the green and red graph. And in the top left-hand corner of that graph, you see 20 ticks per second. If that goes below 20 ticks per second, Then you have a little bit of lag. Probably nothing to worry about if it's a little bit below 20 ticks per second, but generally you want it at 20 ticks per second. If you are having lag, if you are way below 20 ticks per second, I would recommend using a Hopper minecart collection system instead. That is way better for lag. That'll work much better than the hoppers too. Don't do what I did. I was just lazy, and this was really to save up on some space, because this was kind of getting into a big digging project. So I don't want to dig anymore. I just needed some space to add in the auto droppers and the crafters and stuff. But yeah, let me go over the farm itself. So the melon and pumpkin farms are both the Il Mango design, where you have the observers. They observe the change in the melon and pumpkin stems. It sends a redstone signal up and out to these pistons, and then the pistons harvest everything. And so items are the melons and pumpkins are harvested. Items go into this dropper here, and it automatically dispenses those items. Over here, we have an auto crafter. So whenever we get 9 melon slices in here, it'll spit out a melon. You know, that's what... There you go! I just did it. That's what you get. And then the water streams will take it to the storage system. Now, the bamboo and sugarcane farms, nothing fancy. The bamboo is not entirely lossless, but if I were to go one block above here, I would start breaking things above here. So I was kind of limited in what I can do, and this was the best I could do. But yeah, the observers detect the bamboo growing on that side, and then whenever one grows, everything gets activated and harvested. Sugarcane, we only have observers in the back here, and once one of the sugarcane grows back here, it gets observed and everything gets harvested. Both are just your run-of-the-mill sugarcane and bamboo farms. But all the items go through the water streams here. The water streams carry all the items over here to our storage system, where all the items get stored. So that's how that works. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to finish decorating this area so it doesn't look... Oh no. No! You're joking. Oh, I can't believe this. This is... Oh, this is actually the worst thing that could happen. Alright, I'm gonna decorate this off camera. Do a little bit of a time skip. And I'll be right back. Man, I hate creepers. The interior is finished. I think it looks good. I really like the crafting tables because it's very useful when I need to craft anything for bamboo. It's like I can turn bamboo into chests and stuff. And I think it looks good. But for the end of this episode, I have something special. Since I guess a lot of my new subscribers came from my Project Architect 2 series, I wanted to do a little bit of a world tour of my vanilla Minecraft series. And it's also the end of the summer. So I thought it'd be nice to, go over what I did over the summer and catch people up on, what my world is like and what I've done so far. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a world tour here. But I'm gonna go through it fast because this episode is almost gonna be past 40 minutes, I think. Alright. So the first build I made was this. This is my starter house. I made this with stone tools and stone tools only. And you can see it's kind of expensive for a starter house because I was using the logs. But yeah, I like it. And we focused all on the exterior in the first episode. On the interior, we did this in the second and third episode, I think. We have a little bit of a TV room here, and then there's a secret room that we added in later on. But we also have this kitchen. Probably my favorite part of the house. And then we have our bedroom here. A little bit of a closet. Another secret room with our coordinates, ideas, projects, goals, evil secret plans. We have a map of our world here, and it's interesting to look at, I'll say. Our first diamond, our first pickaxe, which is actually a replica of our first pickaxe, and a duplicated bed. So in the first episode, I was recording during a thunderstorm, and my power went out. And when I turned back on my computer and opened up my world again, I had 2 beds in my inventory. And it was very weird. So, yep, that's our duplicated bed. Or maybe this bed is our duplicated bed. I don't even know what the original one was. But here's our bathroom as well. We got a bathtub, toilet, sink, and you kind of have to use your imagination because this is such a limited area. And you have to remember, I made this at the beginning of the game too, so I didn't have access to a lot of materials. This is supposed to be a mirror. But yeah, that's our starter house. The next thing I built was this farm here. And this is huge. Way bigger than what it should be. I don't know why I built a farm this big. But it's big. So we got wheat, beetroot, carrot, and potato. And you can see, I added that in later. But I needed a lightning rod to keep the lightning from burning this place down. But after that, I made these animal pins. Recently, I made this Minecraft sign that's in all my thumbnails. So what I do is I take a screenshot and I go into GIMP and I cut out the Minecraft part. Same thing with the episode number. The episode number is on the back of that sign there. And then I made this nether portal. And after I made this nether portal, that's when I started to make the pathways. And then today, we obviously made the automatic farms here and the storage in this area back here. That's the episode number in the back of our sign. The boat road, I think I added the episode after the nether portal. And the boat road used to be just this kind of ramp upwards and our turn right over here. So that's the boat road. Going back over the bridge over here. Well, okay, let's go into the water first. I think this was last episode. Last episode I made this graffiti thing. This is actually our profile picture for our YouTube channel. I think it looks cool in game. the profile picture does not really look that great, in my opinion. So maybe I try something new. But yeah, if we go back over here and go over here, we can look at our iron farm. We built this giant retaining wall, and like I said, that profile picture is graffiti. I made this wall for graffiti. I made this to be like, you know, if it's the New Year's, I can put 2025 over there, or if I have an iron golem face designed and created in a creative world, I can put that down somewhere. This is designed for graffiti, right? The walls are boring itself, and there's no texturing or anything. The graffiti would help with that, if I actually get around to doing that. And then last episode, I focused on making this storage system here that moves all the iron blocks that gets auto-crafted underneath there all the way up to here, which is pretty darn useful. And now the last thing to show of my world is I have a little bit of a villager breeder going on right there. I haven't used it in a hot second, and I only use them for emeralds anyways. And down here is my skeleton farm, which has an automatic bone block crafter. It'd be very hard to demonstrate that because I think we were starting to fill up hoppers back here. But basically it turns bones into bone meal, and then bone meal into bone blocks, like so. Also, the ceiling, I almost forgot the ceiling was crafting tables. And then we have our mending villager over here. He's funny. He thinks he's funny, but he's actually annoying. He has a mending book trade for 16 emeralds, and another mending book trade for 36 emeralds. He marks up 20 emeralds if he gives you this mending, which is crazy. And then we have our enchanting table over here. But that's pretty much it about my world. I know I went through that pretty quick, and I could explain like the history behind every single item or every single thing in my world, but I wanted to end this episode pretty quick as well. I didn't want to go over time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, I'll probably upload another episode of this series. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what next episode is going to be. How about that? And I might be late getting some episodes out. I'm starting a new semester of school. Pretty early, too. I think I said that in my last episode. And I've also joined a club as well, and I really want to participate in it because it is a club that might be able to get me a job. And I also want to get a job as well. So, yeah, that's my current life at the moment. So uploading might be a little bit sporadic if I do upload at all. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.